King Lemuel. When I got here, I first asked Pastor Javier who King Lemuel was, because I haven't come across King Lemuel in the book of, when Israel was divided into two, when Israel was Israel and Judah. And Pastor Eli Javier told me Israel and Solomon are one and the same. Chapter 31, verse 10, 25, and then 31. Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. Strength and honor are her clothing, and she shall rejoice in time to come. She openeth her mouth with wisdom, and in her tongue is the law of kindness. She looketh well to the ways of her household, and eateth not the bread of idleness. Her children arise up and call her blessed. Her husband also, and he praiseth her. Many daughters have done virtuously, but thou excellest them all. Favor is deceitful, and beauty is vain. But a woman that feareth the Lord, she shall be praised. Give her the fruit of her hands, and let her own works praise her in the gates. Time flies so fast. It's been a year since Mom passed away. Mom was almost 88 when she died. The longer a mother lives, the more time you spend with her, the more memories you have. As if it was only yesterday we were kids. I remember the days when Mom took me to kindergarten school. Mom has to dress me up, tie my shoes, comb my hair, all the things I needed for school. Mom was my first teacher who first taught me how to read and write, and also did some of my homeworks. She gave me my first guitar and took us children for a trip to Europe and the United States. She was there all the time when we needed her, financially, emotionally, and sharing our problems with her, and she was always there to give us the best of comfort. I remember a friend of mine told me that she was dying of cancer, which she never wanted us to know. She never wanted us to worry, for she was the symbol of our strength. Mom was kind of old school and was a disciplinarian. She wanted no leftovers on our dinner plates. She was telling us some stories of how scarce the food was during World War II. My mom came from a very poor family, the eldest of 9 children, and because of this, Mom was frugal in most ways. Out of my dad's humble earnings, Mom left something for us. Mom was also a doctor. Whenever we get sick as a child, an arbiter. When we as kids fight, a lecturer, an advisor, an excellent tailor, a good cook, and a businesswoman. Most of all, it was Mom who made us closer to God and cleared the way for us to be God-fearing Christians. Mom was always waiting for the rapture, but God had some other plans. She was also always quoting passages from the Holy Scriptures, especially when she was counseling me whenever I approached her with our problems. We knew very well that she was always praying for us. Mom became born again back in '76 when she lost a son who was a Navy pilot. Her eldest living daughter, Chin, who is now in California, got a degree in theology, but as of the moment, she's not pastoring a church. It was Ching who introduced the Holy Scriptures to Mom and from Mom to us. My sister Ching at that time had her marriage in turmoil, and it was through the 700 Club that she came to know the Holy Scriptures and got born again. Late in her life, Mom became a servant of God. She became so active with the Word of God. And at home, we had Bible studies back then in the early 80s with Velma and Jim Long, Dr. Eli Javier, the late pastor Ed Medina, and some other church pastors. That was also the time when we were attending Sunday services at the Holiday Inn, which was pastored by then Bob Shedd. An American writer, Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, once said, "Even he who died for us on the cross in the last hour, in the unutterable agony of death, was mindful of his mother, as if to teach us that this holy love should be our last worldly thought, the last point on earth from which the soul should take its flight to heaven." When Mom was on her dying bed, memories and flashes of memories kept coming to my mind. She was, until her dying day, giving us advices and instructions. She wanted a white casket, the kind of dress she was going to wear. She gave me instructions to buy Valerie, my daughter who just played piano, a nice necklace for her to wear during her piano recitals. Even at the point of death, she was worried about her children. Yes, children, when we were all grown-ups with families of our own, but she still treated us her children. However, to us children, she has led a full life, fought a good fight, and has finished the race. Whenever I see doctors and nurses, I see Mom when I was a child. When I was ill, applying bandages or giving me pills. Memories of my childhood are giving me flashes like losing a toy. Mom has to play detective to look for it. How she gets mad when I was naughty, and reminded me of God when I was haughty. Tucked me to bed. So many things she did for us kept coming into my mind. Perhaps this was the love that she gave us is what kept coming back into my mind. God created so many things, the stars, the galaxies, unfathomable volume of outer space, the grains of sand in the sea. However, in this whole wide world, God gave me only one mother. The American Civil War President Abe Lincoln once said, "All that we are, or even hope to be, we owe it to our angel mother." Mama, we remember you this very special day, the day that the Lord had made for you and me, and for all of us who remembers you, because we love you, and you will always be in our hearts.